Ebusafo ye mo akwaba emra Adom TV na ene ye wo ensem kan ye wo ensem kapa ni nyina eye enoma bia aban ehwe ni musa Ghana ye betimi ayentie ni kwase ye kra e de ba be piemu ewo omayi mu eno nam so amoso afo a hwe dwadi ho nsem wo de asem no akopiem ewo mmrahye bedwafie but NDC for so e the moment of truth enne omoso de omode aba beto monten emra sa bill no empanyfo yo madwene so omode kono. There's been a lot of conversations around it. The big agenda jumedie enne ho ne de ani twamedi ndi obidum bia dukum yeba yebebo erem ebusama mensamu akwaba emra the big agenda jumedie no so sedem di kakan no yehwe the list of 22 items akopiemu e parliament. Minister for Trade and Industry, KT Hammond, ni say Parliament betiasie so that yen kra emo mayimu, it be a sardine, it be a sichi, it be more ye made, mo petawo no, ukoto tuza fie setawo, runabout, ninyina na ye kra ediba o mayimu, it be so a madrine, sanso ena ceramic tiles eka ho, and no man doson 22. But ninyina ye nwoma sanka uhwema ke de ne to work between no woman. But the question is, are we ready? Say ye ka say ye mfa ma, do we have the capacity to produce? Dodo Ghana for here na. Look at a mododo amount for AD in a year. Look at a situation amount for D in a year. Can we produce it? And on a question now, moment of truth from NDC and also Abba Mustapha Gbande ewa or a trotro abedi chief edma NDC amanyuko. Mustapha Kwaba. Yeah, moment of truth. A dear bit truth. And an amo kama Ghana de shate.
Yo, truth no there does be brave say opposition there. Yeni a kasama Ghana for. And time on time no. Ni a buying back on kadi ni a babe chishim na Ghana for atiasia. Ni woman say number one. Good sir, you be import substitution regime.
Okay.
Ebema local industries. Ejinaho. As we speak, Sadina Trade Minister Pesoyano is a scheme of corruption. They say, any that's the fact. Even the few factories, the few factories we have are collapsing because of one, high taxes. Omuye jumana na tax aje. Two, corruption. Akromuha unya wo factory ejuma dia MPP foi. Unimni ehuza one NDC ni na manomogu ejuma. They've destroyed a lot of people's businesses. When the business focus, I want to be one dance actually say since Akufo-Addo better so companies are collapsing the doors.
Issues of corruption
yes, so
from both sides.
So whereas we have that, now by year but now because say oh yeah by one district one factory. Kasa one district one factory is a coursewa kaneno you bet me akase yenye import substitution regime.
Into who is ankoso?
Na say na chacha they even there for microphone any so keke.
Oh, I mean there were some companies.
There were nothing. What they had they say private individuals are womu factories. Ni ababe hu say ye pese rebrand ni no one district one factory. Ni ape skebi e amount. That is all they did. They did nothing. We've seen pure water factories being rebranded under Akufo-Addo as one district, one factory. 2 years, honey, you know, and cow build there factories no mujinaswa. Ebia, a friend is a portrait. Nanka, I buy a set portrait, we are for say. Now, we to me, I a portrait in Bebre because the deficits are very high in terms of our local production. Tiuka womhua, and then the amount portrait board in a feed. Tinka bino and Yania Moani Dino, and then the map portrait and the boarding into a biny share a Quiafosia. Not as a Sananko produce 10,000, now if you want to produce 50,000. Now, I don't know you can cut down import, not as a Ghana for the yet as we speak, the poultry farmers are going out of business because of high inflation, because of high cost of production, because of high cost of raw materials, largely because government has failed to do its work. wie nso a o se yensan kofa yemba ne eyi na chese wo ba be ye adwuma no akọ minister no ho na wani mu nya fa minister obema approval
Let's say approval or the background or man
a corruption regime, so people would have to pay bribes in order to get.
That is what you think?
Yes. Look, this thing was done in the 70s. We've been here before. And so Ghana and Nibuye Abba.
But the fact is 70s, no, that's not me say BCB.
The fact is that KT Hammond and President Akufo-Addo is establishing a corruption regime. Edibe exploiting Krofo. Because you see, as a business person, government, as I said, or create the environment for businesses to grow. NDC says how the enforce. But here you share local companies. I say, now we must see me as original. Okay, yeah, and so you be opposition. Not to binku ne NS Kamesmo. Now we more class here. Aban share ediska share almost said the local pharmaceutical companies can stand. Ubekaya poultry production Daku farms government share womasia and Daku farm is a big project. So those are some of the things we'll do. Enti ubabes hadie no nanka wakase these are the prerequisite conditions upon which you can bring such import. Not just say una akwakoya import one. Once you go through the requirement and you qualify, nya afa na ko minister bi hone na akokasa. Okay, so at this point no onye ni say e was say ye call for sa no man na kind of prerequisites no instead of jumping the gun. So ye do we have an dey say omo pese omo ye say. As a custom for the only thing you will do if you don't want something to come to this country is to increase the price in terms of tax. We increase the tax the disincentive will go to augment government revenue. Then the people who are super rich, who intend that, okay, despite no more they know, and only a penny, they can buy. Then those taxes can also produce something for one more woman to mean to Sani Mano. But when you go and establish a regime of dark, young got not them, now minister and decide say, me no Obama my license, I'm made in Yamaba. It's the same as ketashishene proye no eno an wo mo advance no na yenkope party fo na wo mo nye party fo adwuma na wo mfama party fo it mo be call say ebeya enoma ebe mo obi atimi qualify no it should be spelled. The prerequisite should be very clear. We a business person okrumu ha now person will be a business and it falls within the category of things. The NDC is not against the fact say we need to at least cap or reduce importation. The NDC is not against it. Okay. We believe that Ghana should be able to create industries that will produce substitutions. Sempabua yatimie yebi. Say entadia yatimie yebi. Say milk yatimie yebi okrumu say sugar yatimie si. And before we left power, we've laid the foundations for a Commander Sugar Factory. Nana Adom. But it's for the people of Ghana. By this time you produce sugar. You know, so when you do that, then you can now limit. As we speak, the substitutes are not there. You say we have to tax a fee, local manufacturing of part. And I see a very sensitive. So they have a specific quality of part that we use to be able to give them the hygienic protection. When they don't get that quality, they cannot use it. So if you want to patronize a local use of part, then you must also ensure, say, taxes are reduced. You give industries incentives. Then they produce that yeah, we are not ready. And the fact, apart from the fact that we are not ready, government is only creating an incentive for corruption. Corruption. Because you keep they've stolen too much. They've stolen too much. We shouldn't allow them to steal again. Mustapha Tobo. As it stands now, yes, a proposal. They have in parliament. It's not a proposal. Okay, it's a bill. Parliament is a bill. Parliament. If that bill is passed, Tobo, if the word is if, yenyam pass it. Yes. Even with that, what the kind I can what you says yenyam pass it. Next winty and as winty. When you say you prejudice the whole process. And I say to Krumuhana, business for your business for. On say, Ghana Hano. Yeah, what business for Sabio, Betima Casaway, Ofi MPP Muneba. Where they Ofi NDC Muneba. But at the end of the day, they are the engine of growth. Omuna womo fan crofo juma, some more hey, and you'll be a juma na moye. We must not be talking about political color. Yet Kromo Hana and Adwagun Crofo Bank, Asta Crofo Juma because they are not MPP. And in fact, Mustapha, I wanted to, you know, business for our Mubuan and Adom money bar power. We'll go with
you and I know.
Yes.
Say a bar, cleansing of the banks and all these things. Say the more can, but government is so about the reason behind Sanamono 2 years. But let's come to the policy. But
I'm just saying that
let's come to the
banks
policy.
Have been collapsed.
So far, policy, no, from
yes.
where you sit.
The policy.
Again, the your policy, I said this one there.
We NDC agree that Ghana should consciously say, a reduction in terms of import and then enhance our local production. We agree. We are saying, yes, if we're in power, probably we'll do the same thing to help the 24-hour economy. Because if you are doing 24-hour economy, production within the economy will grow. When it grows, then you should be able to market those production, those produce. What it means is that you will then stop importation. As we speak, this government haven't built one factory. They are buying way ANC factory, but they said they are stopping a cars, producing cars. Cars now obi ada timito. Ebi ami 100,000 mina me ko import car. O se member minister how many lines asana makokoto.
There's a policy no. And Kenya bad.
Adrian attach the
but
enya bad.
A quina.
No, enya bad.
Yefaso dia ye adwuma.
Adrian attach enya e quina de faso. E kwan no de ko parliament. Na parliament approve. Adrian attach the a wo mo ye ne ye nyansakoro no. E na me ka kire wo say wo mo be fa kwan bi so na wo mo create an incentive for corruption. And we want businesses to grow. So Ghanaian businesses should have the free environment to grow.
You know, talking about corruption.
What do you consider
corruption? So talking about corruption, you know, I want my sabi yet your time and NDC ho, and some your people from the other side can corruption yet
yes
MPP by corruption yet. But at the end of the day, Ghana ni no ye can't as a man to trim no. You won't hurry MPP by when we this kind of you won't hurry NDC time you won't hurry. So why do we bring back some of these things near reducing it to corruption?
Wait here, nyansa krono. I met him. Say, oh, kofa cars aba. Koko hu KT Hammond. No more licenses and sana. Now, KT Hammond girlfriend 10 years. Who is more license? So we are saying, say, they should state all the preconditions. Not publicly, will be a transparency.
It's in a honor assembly one.
Assembly say, if is a woman idea one by Ghana for home, they won't do it because they are corrupt. They will not do it so that you and I will have our free existence in this country. And until we are preaching against this government. Woman pefe say, so pursue BB saying you must carry the society along. And yet transparent. So dear and now day bar. You must satisfy A, B, C, D. And you have any Becca say, oh, ba, cockroach exam score. Katie Amo and him no here when him no here company ding. Nafi or no Obama alliances. It's a corruption regime. When we do that, who and our cabinet minister and the year who do not be so as some
it's a see young fan say sad no exercise. Now you're open. Okay, these are the criteria. Win now be so and son wait me up
NDC there
for the bar
NDC there we are not trying to allow set corruption no a course no and Samsung kofsubim na Ghana for one che. That's what we are saying. We are not against the police, but we are saying that near womu yeno is an incentive for corruption. Say importers should not go and ask permission from a minister before they import.
I know say some
government should come out with clear guidelines. Say who be import wa ebi abosum we quantity we na obetim di aba. Cars we are ebi as a car no, if it is beyond 20 years I won't mean famba. If it's beyond 5 years I won't mean famba. When the criteria is very clear, then government would have been doing serious business. But they see idea omudi ni nyina ato nchen and idea yen konko pass na na be say licensure exams so wokona ye hwe wanim na wanim nse yiya yetimi fail you kasa wo de ontimi mfa bimma will destroy business.
Mustapha yedase na yema adofo nye aware say we had wanted to speak to the trade and industry minister na yepese ye ne be din komo okaso ne be kasa ne mum ye bona home ma yen san comment no honorable mpacho baby a wo bi na ye din komo Mustapha na be de wo so be fa
na they gu na nimu ase because Katie Hammond akokrate say wo no na o yes ade we tia Ghana for
to be personal em ye reduce conversation
no it's
be phone lines no so baby a wo bi you can also join us
now at this point
the big agenda show ye hwe no man hodo a 22 a list of items are yes ye hwe no say ye be bane intimate Ghana because we can produce it on our own. Say no question no Mustapha e wo ha.
Oman ka so mo bane o. Point of correction. Oman ka so mo bane.
The trade minister ye bo modern fana ye no entwetwe nkomo Mustapha ye hwe. So far as a political party meaning say mo industrialization agenda on this policy.
24-hour economy. And bibia your friend with the big push. Me indi kan 24-hour economy. A woman said, even radio station, I think that you work nearly 24.
In fact, multimedia 24 hours.
Correct. Yeah. But this is multimedia initiative.
Yeah.
We have other factories that are already 24-hour production. But there is no conscious government policy, sir. To see a bind in Shisheye at to Kwemu say multimedia city for so betimi 24 hours, which means say as I said abano eshawase na e kana wo as a business person we adwuma no aban betimi ate e kano so no aka say ye adwuma no 24 hour wo ye the 24 hour na so we are 12 hours na offer security menu a afede over security for a 9.
Yeah.
So driver for me na offer omo a sisi ade obefa driver for a 9. What you are doing is say enkrofo benye sika de ato mbotom. That is your economy o. Wo mu wie nso a the rate of unemployment in the country no e be reduce because the number of employments would have increased. Ufi ho nso a ejuma wo mu aye no ehun faso will build up the economy.
Mustapha me ma yenkai ahwefo se mo betimi join in ye be phone lines na atomite no ye the numbers na ego screen no so ntino ye na join in na afi ye ma me for the phone. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, pa join in.
From Bonnie.
Bonnie yentio.
Kumi ya from muso temu ko bi muso mon ko na mumma beno sa mumma portion e be ka so ko dano ko imo yes mo nsanchofu bibini amon kan ko enche politicians no ena be bua ama se ndi su ba na mutuma aye aka no kra che omo ndi the police no mo te ko imo ndi mo ne akoso na nya oso mo nkabi mo put pressure to omo so mo se ne mo kana no kre ana sa ba jana Africa yes
yedase yemfa ofrefo hello.
Hello.
Mbacho hwane.
Good evening, Eric and Eric say.
Eric, yentio, o kasa free.
You can say free apam.
Yo, Eric yentio.
Me pa chowa say more than go for bad TV no more kasa the whole nation. Mama me attack personally. We are discussing an important issue. We should go on to discuss the general attacking a guy a personal attack. It won't solve a problem. Let us look at the topic on the board and discuss the topic so that people who will learn it, who will listen it, will take resources from it. But we tackle not and more resources.
Yedasi. So what share or concern? Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah. Me patro. You're from Mr. Nobody. Me face you krobo dumase.
You're Mr. Nobody, ain't you?
You me don't say. You would do my pa uji. Asama ina me da tu dano. O say MTP ba ye no. Oko port one money baby obeko no. O say nyema no e ko no wanu be di ato funi nyina no. Nyame adom na na do da fa kufa do eni ba onia ye bibia correct ama Ghana for nti ye nya abotre La shala bibia be
yo yedase ntia your friend be sia na fe yasaba Mustapha ewa ha o etwotwofo be de etwe e ma NDC amanyoko no ene ene na etwetwe nko Mustapha yeko ebre no aso e bone tofa man
24-hour economy no say the American kind no it's a conscious government effort to ebe puti incentives together a policy driven initiative ebema obi abehu se ufi amanane obedru airport wa Ghana is running a 24-hour economy ubetimi akọ restaurant wa kodidi ubetimi akọ filling station wanya fuel ato atade na opa ubetimi anya bi ato we go to other places like Dubai, Singapore, we see the same thing.
People have raised concerns about I think it's a 24-hour economy no. Yeah. We need another day to talk about it.
Correct.
Now if you go into the nitty-gritties of it, but yenda was say utimi ebaye na midi ndi obi don bi edukumi metime manana se ampo for the big agenda show nyame pebe san social. Bye bye.